Hello, welcome to the House of the Spirit. Welcome home. Virgo, this is your reading for October. And I have to say that it might be a month where you will deal with a little bit of disappointment, but it is only because you're so successful. So this is kind of a bittersweet month. Overall, I feel like you are going to be surprised by some of the revelations about people around you. And I think that in the end, you'll be liberated and you'll feel relief. But before you feel that relief, I feel like you're going to meet some sort of unpleasant truth or a moment when you will realize that people are not what they were, showing you, and it might make you feel like you're going to have to do things differently. It's like you thought things were done actually in a harder way, and it's going to make your life so much easier. But while you are at it, this what is the warning here is for you to not let this weight of the other person or other people fall onto your shoulders, because it's not your responsibility to make make other people be satisfied and happy with their own lives. And why do I say this? So there's a lot to unpack here. So the first thing is that you have self-confidence with the basket. And this card is about carrying your own burden and having that confidence that you can solve your own problems, but also being careful not to solve other people's problems, because this is how they will also build their own self-confidence. This is how other people build themselves up, is through these challenges and rising up to the challenges. And so to me, this card and this spirit of this month is about how you manage your expectations of others, but also allowing yourself the space to not it's like not participating in other people's drama, in other people's mission, life mission, like not interfering with other people's pain, because it will be disappointing if you do. And you will expect things that are not realistic. And I also feel like you underestimate your influence on other people's lives, because you have Good Lady and Success in Love. Success in love is quite literally being successful in your relationships, and it might also mean that whatever you do is successful, because the key word is success. So I feel like in the end, everything is as it should be. And the Good Lady is a card of having help and having like blessings and knowledge come to you. Sometimes it can be come from a female friend or a feminine energy around you that is very helpful and knowledgeable and experienced. So this is like the card of the medicine woman, the woman who knows the power of nature, who understands how to harness the powers of nature, because you see all the animals and the nature spirits. So, but you know what? I also feel like this is how people see you somehow. Because this is like backing you somehow. So I feel like you are more successful than you give yourself credit for. you have more experience and you have more knowledge than you give yourself credit for. So other people end up trying to get to you and being quite confused because you don't really express that pride. And people, many times, they don't expect people to be humble. You know, it's like you have to show off who you are and what you can do. You have to have your best qualities and abilities on top of your mind, always like ready to shoot. This is a very like entrepreneurial, go-getter energy, very proactive, very dynamic, very how do I say? It's like volunteering constantly to be in the center of attention. It's the best I can describe. Yeah. Usually people are used to that. So when people are not like that and they're more humble or they're more low profile or they just don't want to, be in the center of attention. So maybe you are taking up chores and roles that are, I wouldn't say that they are beneath you, but maybe you are more skilled than those chores, but you're happy doing them. It's like it's comfortable. But for other people, it might be kind of annoying to see that. And although it might be something that would be sweet and kind of them to think, okay, you can do better, and that they would like motivate you to be better, I don't really think that that's the case this month. I think that people are just a little bit off. So it's like the energy of other people here is interfering with what you have to do only because you have expectations of them. So the trick here is not to have too many expectations. So because we have the blasted oak and the hanging man, and I find it really interesting because it's like they are actually in the same position, but at the same time, it's like they're mirroring each other and they're meeting somewhere in the middle. There's something shiny in their feet and they're going towards something fiery. There's something fiery near their heads. It's, to me, is very like mirroring. There's a mirroring effect here. And it's also, so the tower, this is the blasted oak, is the tower card. The tower is about things that you're not expecting and things that you don't control, unexpected shakeups in the structure of your life. This is the life tree, the tree of your life. So, and it's being blasted by lightning. And the hanging man is about doing things differently or doing things in an unorthodox way and achieving what you wanted in the first place, but in a way that is very unusual and unconventional and maybe unseen. Yeah, that was the word that I was looking for. So it's like you're going to be presented with a way to achieve what you want that is much easier than you thought it would be. So people were saying, no, you have to do things this way, this way, this way. You have to go through all this process and it's slow and it's painstaking. And actually, it shouldn't be like that for you because you have done a lot of things you just have before. So you just have to to have that self-confidence, to own what you have done, to be proud, I would write down all your achievements in life and everything that you're grateful for and that you would like to tell your children about, like the stories, the beauty you have witnessed in life, and the love that you are able to harness in your life. Because I feel like this is also something that is missing here, is that people around you and some people that will, I don't know, I don't want to be, negative, but I think you'll be quite disappointed with some people this month, because you will understand that they don't get you at all, and that they don't have a good feeling about themselves that can meet this success that you already have in your life. And because there's that mismatch, it will be strange for you. It will be an awkward situation. I feel like it will be kind of maybe humiliating for other people. I don't feel like it's going to be for you, but like it's like other people feel humiliated by something that you do effortlessly, or that you have in your like utility belt. There's something that you can do very easily and that people also wanted to do but can't somehow, because they don't have that life story. They don't have like that privilege, let's say. And this is something that will maybe it will affect you a little bit, because maybe there's this one person or group of people that you didn't expect at all to be like this, but here we are. And but in the end, it's going to be very freeing, like you're liberating for you. You're going to feel lighter. It's going to feel like you can breathe again, you can relax. But this is the 5 of Cups and the 7 of Cups, so this is really letting go of things that have no place in your life anymore, and knowing very well what they are, knowing them very well, knowing the difference between things, emotional things, relationships, people. 7 of Cups to me is like emotional discernment, having clarity, or trying to find that clarity. And that clarity will come when you release this sadness of letting these people go, or of leaving them behind, leaving them in the past. Okay, so let's clarify. The 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so 7 of Pentacles here with the Hanging Man and the Blasted Oak. Let me clarify a little bit more, but I think this has something to do with that position, like a specific social position. But I will try and understand a little bit more. Okay, so the Wheel for the 9 of Arrows and the 10 of Wands. So maybe this is that moment, that awkward moment, because I feel like there's a social order that is going to be somehow inverted. So a person that you held in high esteem, something changes here. And this is the feeling of the moment, of that moment. And it's like, oh my God, what am I going to do? This is a nightmare. This is, I can't deal with this. How can I deal with this change? And then comes the Chariot to clarify the 3 of Swords, jealousy, and the Knight of Arrows. Sorry, the Knight of Swords. So 3 of Arrows, jealousy, Knight of Arrows, a message or a messenger. And this is the point, like this is the turning point. This is where when you get the message, and the message is that people are not as you thought they were. They're kind of projecting insecurities and past hurts onto something that you are doing. It can be a collaboration, but it can also be a relationship or family, something in the realm of the emotional. So success and love, so this is emotional success. So the Chariot, I think it's something that you do. It's your will. This is the expression of your will, doing what you want, like you want to do. So this is like confirmation that doing what you want offends someone or others. This is like when the chips fall. This is when you get that message and you understand clearly. Just moving on from this change, moving on from this unpredictable situation into a more stable, grounded sense of being. This will test the waters and kind of shake all the sadness away, let's say. Clear away all that sadness. And this is when there are people who can't really be in that energy. They will run, and that's when you will understand, okay, this is a little bit like misery loves company. And so when you are not miserable, there are people who will not be happy because they can't really resonate with anything else. So 5 of Cups, 7 of Cups. No, yeah, 5 of Cups and 7 of Cups in the end. Let's see. Wow. Okay, so I don't read reversals, so Temperance. This is healing. This is a good relationship. This is true relationship. This is also truth. This is also karmic balance, because temperance is also a form of justice that is very meticulous and precise. It's very detailed sense of justice. And this is Ganga. So I feel like there's this purity here with all these vessels being clean, being full of water, and also that water being very special, being very blessed, very pure, holy almost. So healing your waters, it's like healing your emotions. And I don't feel like you are bringing these people are not going to come with you. So this reading is about understanding that some people can't come with you, and having that self-confidence to carry yourself, to carry your own burden, to carry your own mission in this life, and not interfering with the mission of other people who have their own sadnesses, they have their own processes. And it's not just because you have success and other people don't, it doesn't mean that you have to subvert everything in order for them to feel good and for you not to be in the limelight somehow. Because I feel like this is also very hard here. It's that maybe this is also something that you are kind of dreading, is to be in the limelight, to have to be responsible for so much, to be like the focus of so much, because it will kind of corner you into a position that maybe you've never been before, and you will have to consider things more carefully. You will have to be more, it's like a leader. It's a leader doesn't or shouldn't say everything he's thinking about. Like, it's like the troubles that are on the mind of a leader shouldn't come out unfiltered to those he's leading, because it's like it's like a captain on a ship that knows there's a problem. If you start panicking and if you start living that problem as a leader, you will take the whole crew with you into this panic state, and you will sink the ship faster, or maybe you will even sink the ship before and it shouldn't sink, because you just had to keep the morale, to hold the line, so that you can survive that situation, and so that you can keep the faith alive and keep hope alive. Yeah, so I see this like, this is also someone who is kind of protecting hope, protecting, having a vigilant and protective mindset towards energy and towards resources. Okay, this is also an important message here. So maybe, and with the Seven of Pentacles and Temperance, this is also something that might be true for some of you, is that you will have to manage resources very well, but it's not going to really stop you from doing what you want. It's just that maybe you have to change some things about your day-to-day life so that you don't overspend and that you manage your resources wisely. It's just channeling things into another objective. But Chariot, the Wheel, Chariot, and Temperance, it's really an upgrade of the energy. Is so much better, and it's so much wiser and so much more balanced and efficient. Yeah, I feel like there's this move, overall there's this move towards efficiency in this month for you, Virgo. On the emotional front, because you're letting go of people who are revealing themselves and they're telling on themselves, so it's not something that you will work to understand. It's like the change is coming, whether you like it or not. But also you will understand how to manage your own inner resources and your material wealth and your material resources in a very wise way and efficient, and still doing everything that you truly want, because it's like you're not limited by these expectations that shouldn't be there, and you're going to get that clarity and fine-tune your life. So by the end of the month, I feel like you'll have this different energy in your life. Maybe you will even feel something as healed, or you will feel more energetic. It's like your breath and your whole metabolism and your system works much better. You feel like quick-minded and really blessed by health. There's health, and there's also this cleansing. Beautiful reading. Thank you so much for this. If you also enjoyed the reading, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, like and share the video if it resonated with you, and I hope to see you again very soon. Bye bye.